That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind of shit. All that shit going for a different price, though. I bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors. This shit smoke, it's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Everybody's rice, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.
What up, y'all?
What's happening, boss?
Man, I can't call it. Man, yeah, what up, MTG?
What up?
MC Jizzle.
MTG, hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I don't think MTG can hear me. Hold on 1 second.
I can
He
hear
said he
you.
can hear you loud and
I
clear.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Man, what's happening, everybody? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Man,
Right on time.
I'm great. You know what I mean? Great right now.
Man, let me get this up out of here, man.
Yes, sir, MCG. We on top, baby. We on top. We are on top like the Harris family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Bossman. Oh, okay. There you go. Hold on,
Okay, my bad for the mishaps. And with that being said, what's happening, family? How y'all doing?
We good, bro. How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain, man. What up, Reptar? Our girl Reptar is in the building, man.
You might well join us. Reptar, thanks for watching.
I know, right? And with that being said, man,
everybody who's watching, if y'all want Reptar to join us, put a W in the chat.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'll put a W.
Yeah.
Well, Reptar, you know what I'm saying? You got Dub on your way. With that with being, she said she's not home yet. And with that being said, gang, we're gonna go and get right into it, man. Reptar, go ahead, family, get home safe and enjoy your night. Thank you for joining us, and thank you all for who all just joining us for the Elimination Chamber post show. We got our boy FTW rocking, our boy MTG, and it's your boy Luther Zay Diamond, aka Mr. Isha Greens, all that other good stuff. Man, we had an Elimination Chamber, man. What y'all think about it before we even get down into it, man? Y'all talk to me. What y'all think about it?
It was definitely better than last year.
It was a great show.
For sure. It was better than last year, for sure. I ain't really too disappointed with it.
Okay. And with that being said, we get straight into
everything.
Okay, and with that being said, we get straight into business with the women's elimination chamber opening up. We have Kiana James, Oscar, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Raquel Rodriguez, and Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany and Kiana will start off the match, and then after that, we have our girl Oscar, then Alexa, then Rhea, then Raquel to finish it off. Then for the eliminations, we just gonna go straight down to the eliminations. We have Alexa Bliss eliminating Kiana James. Well, we have Alexa Bliss eliminated by Kiana James. We have Raquel Rodriguez, who was dominating the whole match. She eliminated both Kiana and Oscar at the same time. Then we have Tiffany Stratton eliminating Raquel. Then we have our final two with Tiffany and Rhea, and we have a Rhea Ripley win. So we have Rhea Ripley that will be going to the Elimination Chamber first. I mean, WrestleMania versus Jade Cargill. Y'all talk to me, man. What do y'all think about the Elimination Chamber? Rock start us off.
It was decent. It was real decent. I wish Kiana would have got a little more shine in, but of course, it's just an honor to be there. She had a good showing. I just wish there'd been just a little bit better, but other than that, I really don't have too many complaints. I think the person that won, Rhea, is gonna be like someone's gonna sell tickets, someone with a big following behind her. She's gonna do pretty straight, man. It wasn't a bad choice. The only bad one probably would have been Alexa Bliss because he don't have much of a story behind her right now for a WrestleMania type of pop or impact. But other than that, wasn't bad match at all. They did that thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Last year's Elimination Chamber was probably a little better for the women, but this still wasn't a bad match. Like, not a bad match at all.
Definitely. MTG, talk to us, man. What you think about it?
It was great. At first, I had Tiffany winning, but once Rhea lost the tag titles, I was like, "Yep, Rhea's winning." So the whole entire match was great, and the best part was when Raquel eliminated both Oscar and Kiana at the same time. That was amazing to me. And Rhea is gonna win at WrestleMania. She's gonna win the belt from Jade Cargill, and yeah, like I'm happy that Rhea won, and she's gonna win at WrestleMania.
Yes, man. We got a Rhea Ripley win, and she goes on to WrestleMania, and it be her versus, you know what I'm saying, Jade Cargill for the Women's WWE Championship at WrestleMania. That's one of those dream matches that, you know what I'm saying. Say something. Talk to us.
I think Rhea's gonna lose. They need her on Raw. If she wins, she's gonna SmackDown. Now you know why I say this. Rhea is one of the names that Netflix specifically wanted when they started this shit. They want Rhea on Netflix. She gonna lose because Netflix want her.
Sometimes those.
I can say that.
Sometimes the networks can't get all they want because. Well, I don't know because sometimes they're
the ones paying the big money. They are the ones.
Why you think Roman going for the world heavyweight title? That himself called it second rate. He called it second rate, but he going for the world heavyweight title because it's on Netflix, and they want Roman, they want Rhea, they want Logan Paul. You feel what I'm saying? Give them the people who they want.
They wanted Cody, but they never got Cody.
They didn't care about Cody. They wouldn't mind it having.
Yes,
Cody.
they did. They wanted Cody,
especially when Punk came back. They were like, you know what I mean? They ain't tripping about it.
But Rhea's the top dog, like one of the top female wrestlers, and she's a way better wrestler than Jade. So I doubt Jade's gonna retain. Nah, Rhea's gonna take it all. Plus, she can work. They're gonna make her work both brands eventually because they've done that a few times before, where a wrestler wins from Raw. They did this with Edge back then. Back then, Edge was on SmackDown, and then he won the world title on Raw, and he was working both shows. So they can do the same with Rhea. So she's gonna work both shows on both Raw and SmackDown. And second, Rhea Ripley, the fans love her so much.
What would be the point of Rhea working both shows when they have a women's world title on the Raw?
Exactly. There's no point of that.
I think it's gonna happen. I really think it's gonna happen. I think Jade is gonna retain. I really don't think so.
Now I don't think she. Now don't get me wrong, MTG. I don't think she should. Rhea should win and jump to SmackDown, but because Netflix wants Rhea, I think that's why she's gonna win. Jay's gonna win.
I kind of have a bigger reason why I have Jade Cargill winning. I do agree with Rock. I think the only reason Rhea even won the Elimination Chamber, and I go back to the prediction show we had earlier, is just because they needed to sell tickets. So
Hmm.
you needed Rhea Ripley to win this match. And, I said that earlier. Yeah, I predicted her to win earlier just because of that reason. So I think you're doing it just for her to win the match. I mean, just for her to be in the match and sell tickets. But I don't think you're going to actually, you know what I'm saying? Because also we got to take into tuition. This is Jade Cargill's only second titles defense. So
Hmm.
it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It would be different. Like I said, I really think, and like I said on the prediction show earlier, if Bianca was healthy, it would have been a whole different story. But with
Hmm.
Bianca not being healthy, I do feel like we reverted to Rhea, and I feel like we still have to keep the story strong until Bianca returns. So I don't feel like it makes sense for Rhea to win, especially with Rhea still having. I still feel like there's something there with Rhea and Io. I'm still gonna say that. I still feel like
Hmm.
there's something
Well,
there. So I'm not gonna just
well,
say
now at
that
this,
just yet.
Go
well,
ahead,
now
MG.
at this point, the story between Jade and Bianca, it doesn't need a title. At this point now, it doesn't really need a title. So no, I got Rhea Ripley. She's winning this. She's winning at WrestleMania. It doesn't need a title. Her
It
and
don't.
Bianca.
It don't need a title, but that's what they do. Most of the good feuds don't need title, but they're gonna throw the title in there. I mean, Punk and Roman don't need a title, but what they doing? Going for the title. It's just something that they do. And you're gonna be the top dog. Until that feud comes, you still one of y'all gonna more likely have the title. So that's just how it's gonna be. Now Bianca, when she comes back, I'll say this. Let's say Bianca makes like a surprise return at the Rumble, or at the WrestleMania, or right before WrestleMania. Then I can sit there and say, okay, Rhea might win because they're gonna get Bianca on Raw. That's what I would say. Now, but if Bianca's not returning no time soon, that's the only, like I said, wrestling wise, name wise,
I,
ability wise.
I can take it a step further. I watched 2K ratings early last night, and they did the 2K ratings this year by SmackDown and Raw. And Rhea was the highest rated Raw superstar, like Rock said, and
Mm-hmm.
Bianca was the highest rated SmackDown superstar.
Uh-huh.
So, like, kind of like Rock said, I kind of do think, in a way, I don't see a Rhea Ripley win just because I don't see Rhea moving over to SmackDown. Unless, like Rock said, we have Bianca out way longer than we expect.
Yeah, she just had the finger surgery like 2 weeks ago. And they just found out what was wrong like 3 weeks ago. What exactly was wrong with it? You know what I mean? So it's up in the air with Bianca. They don't know. They're not. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna bank on it. But to your point, MTG, like the person who should win for sure, it should be Rhea, 100%. But it's not. I don't think it's gonna be because, like I said, because of Netflix.
And that's like here,
I
north
don't think
side.
it's gonna happen. No.
We will see. We will see.
Hmm?
Now, with that being said, we go
All
to the
right, we
next
will
match.
see. Because I think
Yes, sir.
yeah, we will see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that being said, we're gonna have a great prediction show for WrestleMania. Next match, we have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental title. Which was a good match. Damn better match than what I expected. We have Becky Lynch throughout the match releasing the turnbuckle, and then we have Jessica Carr taking ref bumps, which I really think Jessica Carr will be wrestling. So
She
she's
already
taking
wrestling.
bumps, and yeah, of course, but she's wrestling under a different gimmick than the ref gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do feel like she will be wrestling. I don't know if it will be under that gimmick that we've seen her wrestling as, like you said, Rock, or I don't know if it's going to be just under Jessica Carr. You know what I'm saying? Because she's taking bumps as Jessica Carr. So that would be
Right.
interesting. So like Rock said, we will see her in the ring soon. But she takes a bump, of course. Then she DDTs. She pulls out a chair, DDTs AJ Lee on the chair, but AJ Lee kicks out. So we thought Becky. This is the part where Becky Lynch wins, what we talked about earlier. What we think the feud goes on. No, AJ Lee kicks out, and then somehow, some way, Becky Lynch runs to the turnbuckle, and AJ Lee puts her in the Black Web or Black Widow, if I'm not mistaken. Black Web, I want to say, and Becky Lynch taps, and we have a new women's IC champion. I don't know how I personally feel about this because I thought the feud was gonna go to WrestleMania, so to see it kind of end the night, I don't know how I feel about it, but I want your guys' opinions. We're gonna start with our boy MCG.
MCG went black. I don't know if he can hear us.
Okay, Rock, you kick us off.
Me personally, I still don't think the feud is over. I think it's something that they still gonna keep on going. You know what I mean? Like, just because the title changed, doesn't mean the feud. We can see it now, MCG. You want to go? You want to go?
What I was
go
saying
ahead.
was that, yeah, sure. Yeah, what I was saying was that it's good to see AJ Lee back in the ring. It was a great match, and I don't know how long she's gonna hold that IC title, but I'm glad to see her back in the ring. And AJ Lee, I'm happy to. And there's gonna hopefully they give her a proper title run. So that's all I gotta say.
For sure. I personally think they're gonna keep this feud going on. AJ feels like a part-timer right now. She don't feel like she's there just full-time committed. So whatever she does do, she's gonna make it exciting. I feel like, and just hear me out, it's time to tweak her gimmick. Her gimmick was, she's riding the same coattail and the same fumes that she had 10 years ago. But there's no reason for her to act crazy. There's no reason for her to be spazzing out because she hasn't really been doing that. So she's just pretty much just there, just being there, just like because she's AJ Lee, but not because she's doing anything else. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it may get a little bland eventually. And I don't want that for AJ. I want her momentum and her pop to continue. But like I said, it's just I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I like it. I like her winning. You know what I mean? Her and Punk winning in Chicago on the same, her and Punk being in Chicago and her being a champion. I like it a lot. You know what I mean? It's dope. It's real dope to see it. But they got to do something. They got to make this story keep going. I don't know how you're going to keep the story going. I guess, it's just about the IC title only, I guess. But I just want something tweaked about AJ's character work right now. Well, dope match, though. Dope match.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I am not gonna lie, I am disappointed. I thought AJ should have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going, and the win at WrestleMania would have been much more special.
Yep.
I mean, I agree with you, Rock, to the extent to where I do think the feud might keep going in a way, of course, because Becky's gonna want the title back. But it's like, here's my problem. Becky has lost the title once, had the feud with Maxine. Okay, won it back. You do this again. If you lose and AJ Lee retains, cool. But what's next for AJ Lee? Because like you said, she's more of a part-timer. Next, if Becky does win it back, it's kind of like now Becky has done it twice. So now I just feel like it kind of put us in a hard spot, I would say. So whereas it's like, I don't know if I would have done that. That's just me.
I think they're just using Becky to put so many women over and make that title prestigious. Because like I said before, I don't care what nobody say. That title, the work that Becky is doing, this is one of the reasons why I put her in the GOAT conversations. She is making that Intercontinental have storylines better than the world titles right now. Better than both world titles. Her storylines, the work that she's doing with the Intercontinental title is way more interesting than both of them women's world titles right now.
And that's without a doubt. I agree 100% there. I just think like with AJ winning tonight, that's just kind of my feeling like, okay, because you said it best. AJ is a part-timer. So if they have it at WrestleMania again and AJ wins, it's kind of like what's next for her, right? But if Becky wins, it's kind of like, bro, you did the same thing with Maxine. So it's just kind of like that's where the storyline goes wrong to me. So it's just like I think it just kind of I just feel like it's in a rock and a hard place right there with AJ winning tonight.
I think the WWE got too much flack for the hometown people not winning. They usually when they go to a hometown and they have a match, they lately think about the last like 2 years, Drew McIntyre.
But I hate to say this, bro. You've been saying you've been personally saying that for like 3-4 years now. Like you personally been saying that for like 3-4 years.
Hometown motherfuckers get their ass whooped in their hometown every single time. So I guess they started to say we can't keep on doing it. We gotta eventually give some type of hometown person some type of win. Sammy never win in Saudi Arabia. I'll stop going if I was him. You feel what I'm saying? Every time they go there, he lose. Every time they go overseas to Scotland, Drew McIntyre lose. Yeah, last year in Chicago, Punk didn't even have a match, but Drew McIntyre whooped his ass and had him bleeding. So it's like, you know what I mean?
And he finally won in his home country.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre finally won in his home country where he beat Cody.
Finally.
But like Rock said, like that's like 3-4 years too late though. I'm kind of like what Rock said because like for like I remember like a couple of years when we used to do the podcast and we'd do the prediction show. Rock would be like, if it's in their hometown, they're losing, bro, hands down.
Now, right every time.
Yeah, you were hands down. So with that being said, we do have some switch up right there. Like we really do, man. I give it that. And our next match is CM Punk versus the talk to us, MTJ. What you say?
And honestly, like there's some wrestlers that even if it is in their hometown, I still don't feel like they should win. Like for example, I don't think Sami Zayn will ever be world champion. Not because I don't like him or anything. He's a good wrestler.
Here's where I think.
Very entertaining guy. I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, but I don't think he'll ever win the champion anytime soon. Even if it's in his hometown.
Next year, hands down in my opinion.
Same as Zelina Vega. If they ever do an event,
I think he wins next year, in my opinion.
So,
no. I'm sorry. I talked to Rock about this. Me and Rock had talked about it. I was like, here's my thing, Rock. I don't think he would win the Royal Rumble because Rock had made a great point about him winning in the Royal Rumble. But I said no because I was like, bro, Saudi Arabia has the WrestleMania next year. So I feel like he will win the Royal Rumble next year and go to Saudi Arabia or win, you know what I'm saying, the Money in the Bank. Either way you look at it, I do feel like Sammy some way, somehow goes in and wins the world title next year. I really think it's probably Money in the Bank because that's more realistic for me for Sami Zayn. I don't think it's the Royal Rumble, but I do think it's Money in the Bank.
But you know what? If he don't win Money in the Bank, if he don't win Royal Rumble, he win Money in the Bank. Let's say I'm telling you this right now. I'm predicting this. If Sammy wins the Royal Rumble and not Money in the Bank, the Money in the Bank winner is either gonna be LA Knight or Trick Williams.
I think LA Knight with LA Knight botched tonight, which we'll talk about here in a minute. I've heard too much about. We'll talk about here in a few, but I definitely think Trick.
Oh man.
But we'll talk about that. Next match. CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Is there anything more to say? 5 stars. Probably the match of the night.
Amazing, man.
5 stars. Match of the night.
Like in my opinion, match of the night. I guess everybody agrees. 5 stars. Match of the night, hands down. We kind of knew CM Punk was gonna retain, but even with the CM Punk retain, god damn, was that a great match. Rock, start us off. Tell us your opinion on it.
Great match, like I said, a 5-star match, man. It's no better match you could have had. Both of them made each other look great. You know what I mean? There was nobody that looked like they overdid it, and nobody looked like they were too exhausted. Of course, Punk looks tired all the time, but I'm starting to think that's part of his persona, part of everything. You know, 'cause back in the day, he wasn't looking tired and stuff. You know what I mean? When he was younger and whatnot, he just looked like he can go the whole match. But now he's older, so you got to put on that persona like I'm giving you my all. This is why I'm the best in the world. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that's part of what he's doing on purpose. So 5-star match, I think one of the best counters I've ever seen is when he countered that coup de grace into a sharpshooter. I said, hold on now. Y'all wrestling now. Y'all doing some wrestling right there, man. It was amazing. Amazing match. I'm happy with the ending. I even love the fact that Finn Balor shook his hand afterwards. That shows me that he's gonna go face. Dom's gonna stay here, and he's gonna end up challenging Dom for the Intercontinental title. That's what I think. But the match itself, phenomenal.
MTG, talk to us, baby.
Really great match. And Finn is gonna win that ice. He's about to become babyface because he brought the whole theme song back. And he's gonna be the guy that beat Dom for the Intercontinental title. And yeah, that match was a really good match. But as far as Finn being world champion in the future, I don't think that's gonna happen. Not because I don't like him, it's just I don't think he's the guy to carry the company.
I'm more on your side about the Finn thing. That's unfortunate. I want Finn to get another chance, but I'm on your side with that. I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on
him.
Yeah. I mean, I like Finn. Don't get me wrong, and I feel like when he had the demon character back then, I feel like that was the right time to put the belt on him. But when he lost to Roman and Edge as the demon, I feel like that character's dead now. So I don't
that I'm telling you this right now. Even Edge wanted Finn to win. When he knew Finn was gonna do the demon thing. Edge wanted Finn Balor to win the match. It was creative that went with Edge, not him.
Yeah.
That pissed me off so bad, MTG, because I just knew Finn was winning that match. When he lost that, I was like, I said right there, there's no point of demon character now. There's no point of it now.
Yeah, there's no point of demon character no more. And honestly, I didn't think he was gonna go into WrestleMania with the demon. I thought it was just gonna be Finn Balor himself, but it didn't happen. And it should have been just Finn Balor himself. And plus, the demon didn't need to be in the Judgment Day. I feel like they could have made a story once, like he leaves the Judgment Day. If the Judgment Day turns on him, then you have a story of him bringing the demon back. Like, I feel like that character's dead now. Ever since Edge and Roman Reigns beat it.
This is what I think. So originally, we all know Edge was supposed to stay in Judgment Day. They took Judgment Day from Edge. Hell, the whole Judgment Day thing was Edge's ideal.
Yep.
Edge was cool with the Judgment Day shit until it was like the whole mysterious shit. That's when he was like, "Hey, fam, I can't do all this now. Like, we can do the mysterious shit, but we not gonna go too much into it." And they tried to go overboard with it. Edge was like, "All right, I'm out."
They didn't do what they promised with the group. They kept on switching stuff up, and that's why he was like, hey, is this what y'all gonna do? You know what I mean? I don't mind being in it, but at the same time, I don't mind getting out too. So they came to him with turning face because it was too many of their faces injured at the time. So they were like, "Hey, we're gonna turn you face." And he pretty much at first he fought it, but then when they said everything they're gonna do with the Judgment Day, which was nothing like what he originally planned for the dirt.
Yeah, that he didn't want nothing to do with the supernatural stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And which, in my opinion, I think he should have stuck it out. Because doing that would have been better than his AEW run. Sure.
Maybe so.
Yeah, I didn't like. Yeah, it sucked. It really sucked to see Edge get kicked out of the Judgment Day.
His AEW run. I will say this. Edge whole wrestling run, his last 2 years has kind of been similar. Get injured, come back, make a heroic return. Get injured, come back, make a heroic return. Get injured, come back, make a heroic return. Get ruled off TV, come back, make a heroic return. Like, that's legitimately like what it's been like the last 4 or 5 years.
Seth Rollins.
And
Yeah,
but his is not
yeah,
even
like
like legitimate
he's been
injuries though.
decent.
Like, but like here's my thing. His is not even been legitimate injuries. At least with Seth. Seth has been like legitimate injury, like where we have had surgeries and shit. With bro, with our boy, it's just like, oh no, I'm just like, I just need to get written off TV and come back. Like Edge doesn't be injured half the time. It's just him getting written off TV.
And think about it. You know, one of the reasons he left WWE because he said he wanted to face new opponents, and he didn't like the fact that they barely had him in matches. But you're doing the same exact thing over there at AEW.
Yeah.
You only get the same people all the time. When you go get somebody new, it's a bad match, and then you're off all the time. The same thing. You've always stayed in WWE and
Yeah,
It's like I said a long time ago, with no disrespect to Edge, but AEW style wrestling is not for him.
Mm-mm. And just think about this,
Yeah,
y'all.
it was weird. It's weird seeing him in AEW. It's weird seeing him there. And like so far he's been the TNT champion, so it's been okay. Like you said, if it wasn't for all those taking time off, it probably would have been a little better. But you know, I mean, it's just weird seeing him in AEW. And I thought that him and Christian would eventually win the AEW tag titles, which I'm still hoping for, but I hope they get a last tag team run before Edge
I think
retires.
they will
hope they
once
have it.
Christian is hurt right now. That's the only thing. So I think once Christian returns, Edge should come back on TV. So, and then I'm sorry, but Edge just
And then
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. Just think about this. The creepy stuff that Edge has done, like in his career, like when they were doing the Brood and all that stuff. I mean, they brought Gangrel back to help him run in AEW in a match of AEW. So think about it. Let's say Edge would have stayed with Judgment Day. Damian Priest had a little, creepy, dark thing going at the time. Rhea Ripley, of course, she was doing great in it. And then they said they add Finn, and he does the demon thing on a regular basis. It didn't have to be all the time, but just more often with that group. That group would have cooked, man. And then eventually they corrupt Dom and get in there too. That would have been great with Edge at the helm. He should have stayed.
He tried to get Gangrel a few times, but he said that creative keeps shutting it down. And he keeps saying that creative keeps telling him nobody remembers him. Oh, real wrestling fans remember him. Like us here, we all remember Gangrel. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and I would have loved to see Gangrel come back.
We met him. We met Gangrel at in Vegas last year.
I met him in Orlando before, back in 2018.
I'm so 50-50 on all of it, man. This is Edge didn't have no real thing going to AEW, and I said it because his name was Adam Copeland, his real legitimate name, and he used his music. So, like, I don't know what real plan he had going to AEW. I really don't. And with that being said, man, we get into the main event of the Elimination Chamber, which is the men's Elimination Chamber match. Okay, which is Javon Evans, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Drake Williams. Our boy Cody Rhodes and Javon Evans starts it off. Logan Paul has 3 eliminations. That's kind of wild, but he eliminates Javon, LA Knight, and Drake Williams. We have another fake masked man. Then the real masked man returns, as in our boy Seth Rollins. He comes and basically curve stomps Logan Paul, takes off the hood, reveals himself. Cody eliminates Logan Paul. And then, thank you, finally, I said it today, Drew McIntyre attacks Cody Rhodes. Yes, sir. Drew McIntyre attacks Cody Rhodes. And as he's getting ready to Claymore Cody in them fight, Randy helps out Cody as he RKOs Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre pops right up to a crossroads. Then Randy Orton RKOs Cody Rhodes into a 1-2-3 win. And I said it best here. I picked Randy Orton to win. I think my boy Rock said Cody would be the safe choice, but he also picked Randy Orton to win with me. And with that being said, man, we had a Randy Orton win. I do think it was a okay match. I don't think it was a great match. Don't think it was a good match. I say okay just because the simple fact of the matter is I think I was waiting on the Javon Evans spot and I never got it. And
Come
if it was
on.
him, and if it was him fraud splash and trick, I don't go for that. And then by him being the first eliminated, that also was bullshit. And Logan Paul, think needs to find a new finisher because he damn near broke Javon's neck. That's one. Um, another thing is, I mean, it was okay. Logan had 3 eliminations. I mean, it was kind of obvious. We knew who the masked man was this whole time itself. So I don't know why we didn't reveal that a lot earlier than what it was, but it
Man,
was what it was.
when you told me
Um,
yesterday that was one of his students, I said, okay, that the real one is Self. Then when you told me that, that's when they put it together. I said the real one Self.
like literally, bro. So right after that, you know what I'm saying? We kind of knew that. And then, like, the only thing I say we would have expected tonight that was unexpected was the Randy Orton win in a way, just because, like, some way, somehow. But me and you even said, like, when Drew McIntyre hit Randy Orton, like, Randy Orton was going to be in this match some way, somehow. And he found it. And we kind of figured it was going to be a multi-man match. And now we have it. I think we have a fatal four-way coming on our hand at WrestleMania with Randy, Drew, Jacob, and Cody. And I just want your, we'll start off with Rock. I
I'm
want
calling
your opinion on the
it.
men's elimination chamber.
Like I said, it was decent. It was decent. I wasn't disappointed by it. The only thing I thought bullshit, like I said, Logan shouldn't have had that many eliminations. One, maybe. You know what I mean?
I
Or
agree.
do something dirty, get one elimination. But he should have been the second one eliminated. Because he's not supposed to be in the fucking match anyway. Don't get him out of there. He's not supposed to be in the match. Pivot. I'm pretty sure originally Bronson Reed was supposed to get all them eliminations. And that would have made sense. But he's not. So don't give that shit to Logan. Y'all gave them to Logan Paul. Him eliminating Trick and LA. I understand Javon. I wanted Javon to get more spots. Right? But out of everybody, I knew Javon. I had it in my mind. Javon and Logan are gonna get eliminated first two. That's why I
Can I
had it in
be
my mind.
honest? Can I be honest, Rock? And then we can get right back into elimination chamber. The LA Knight's run is over. The LA Knight run is over with, and I say that tonight not only
I
because of the
agree.
botch. People were already talking about the botches with LA Knight, but it's definitely over with after tonight. And I say that because outside the botch, look how he was eliminated. Just simple low blow, pull the tights, roll up, 1, 2, 3. Everybody else get hit with a finisher or something, and you're done. You get hit with something big. You just got hit with a roll up, bro. Like, you just get up out of here.
A low blow.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
Like, just get out of here.
Boy, I said, boy, that is bull.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
It is.
So
bull.
that's my bold statement. I really just want to go on a run and just say, yeah, I really think the LA Knight movement is officially over with. I do think he.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would say I do think he might still get the match against Brock Lesnar, but I think tonight that might even push him out the match with Brock. I think it might go to over now, and I'm gonna go as far as that.
But my thing is, and I get it. You know, botches, you're not supposed to keep on happening. But my thing is, it wasn't a single amount of botches that Jey Uso wouldn't stop fucking doing, and they still gave him a world title. You know what I'm saying? And he kept making the same botches
Yeah, with Jade
afterwards.
Cargill.
Can I be honest though? Because I thought about that the other day, bro. I really did. And you know what really made me think about it? The reason that Jay was able to get away with all that because he was way more over than like people don't understand. Like I looked at it, I really looked at the crowd
Yeah,
different.
I agree.
Jay was more over than LA Knight. That was the difference. LA Knight was over, hands down.
Yeah,
Hell
that
yeah.
is true.
But Jay was way more over, bro. Like Jay had, if there was 19,500 fans in the crowd, there was 19,500 fans ye.
Yeah, for sure. It was that Paris crowd. When they went to Paris,
Yeah.
everybody had them lights up, and everybody was doing the when they did that, I think that certified that they knew they had to put a title on Jay. They had
Literally, bro. Literally, bro. So that's where I think like it's always hard to compare them, and I really used to try to compare them, and I really had to think about it. Like, what's the difference? Oh no, that's the difference. Jay was way more over than LA Knight. We don't understand. Everybody was saying yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
had 18,000 people saying yeah and going about their business. But we had everybody in the building, including from the babies to the mamas to the grannies to the daddies to the uncles, the aunties. Everybody in the building was Yee. And even now, he still gets 90% of the building yeeting with him. Even now to this day. I'm sorry. The YouTube numbers can say all they want. There might be 8,000 likes and 43,000 dislikes. When he walk out that building and start yeeting, like or not like, you're going to yeet with him. That's just what it's been.
And he's always going to be top 3 or 4 in merchandise sales. No
Exactly.
matter what. Always.
Exactly. Exactly. So why do you think it was so easy? Okay, if y'all don't want a world title on him, cool. But we still need him to be relevant. So we're gonna put the tag team titles on him. We're gonna put him back with his brother. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be little shit. I feel like they're defending their tag team titles at WrestleMania like in a multi-man tag team match. But I do feel like they will be at WrestleMania some adventure just because Jay Uso.
Yeah,
I really hope that Jade kind of gets another. I hope that Jey Uso gets another IC title run. I really do.
I can see that.
Over than L.
I can see that.
My thing is too, boss.
And
I know.
honestly, as far as LA Knight goes, I can see him winning the Intercontinental title, maybe, but the world title, that's done. Like you said,
already won the US title. That was a failed.
I really wanted to see him.
They didn't do, but think about it. They didn't do nothing with him when he had the US title. Like, he had more matches and more open stuff before he won the title, and then they gave him the title, and they didn't hardly put him in any matches for it.
And that's my thing. What I said to Famous B the other day. We fail everybody we put over with titles. We put a title on them and we get them over. We get them over big as hell. And then we put a title, man, they don't have shit for them after that. And I hate to say this. This is why they always say the chase is better than having a title. Because that's where the money is. I hate to say it, but that's where the real money is. The chase is gonna always be better for the baby face, for him to chase down that hill and get that title. Because in reality, it's never gonna work. Think about it like this. Like Rock said, LA Knight's the champion. Not did shit with him. Or Dom. We wanted Dom to have a title, even though he's a heel, but he's over than a motherfucker. So we put a title on Dom, even though he's been hurt or not. Still haven't had really shit for him. Because even if he did have it, he wouldn't have no actual storyline. The only thing the US title is made for is the open weight title. At this point in time. Because let's be real, if you have the US title, you're just doing open weight challenges at this point. We might as well make it open weight title.
My thing is, that's gonna run out. Because I know it'd be somebody else that wins it, whatnot, and start doing their open challenges. But if you already challenged the past opponent for it, more than likely you're not gonna come out and challenge for that next opponent. If you challenge twice for it, more likely that second time you're probably gonna win. Yeah, Ilya's gonna take that title off of Trick. Off of Mello.
I thought I ain't gonna lie. The way Matt Cardona kicked Carmelo ass, I said we should turn Matt Cardona heel and let him do it.
Matt Cardona had a great match against him too.
Man, like I really think so.
But listen though, back to the LA Knight thing. I want to say this, bro, and this should be the point that I really hope people just understand. Jade Cargill's out there ending careers with her botches, and they still gave her a title. Come on now, that botching shit. Fuck all that. Forget all that, bro. I understand, but
I'm not mad at the boxers, bro, at all. But here's another thing I take into tuition. Maybe LA Knight is mid-card over. There's a difference between being mid-card over and being over. Being mid-card over means you got 60 to 70% of the crowd rocking with you. Being over means you got every single body on their feet when that music plays. And I think that's the difference with LA Knight. I think we don't know the difference between him either being mid-card over and over. I think there has been time he has been over than a motherfucker, and we should put the title on him. But I think that we have missed that already. So with that being said, now I think he's mid-card over, and I think he has no chance at getting the title. So I think his time has came and passed. With all due respect, that's just me. That's
I
all I'm
think
saying.
I think it can get back to where they go. All they gotta do is pretty much let the man cook. Like let him cook on the mic. Go out there, have a speak with some people, and just give him the mic a few times. Cause that's how he got over in the first place. Cause we know he was a heel, but he was cooking so much as a heel on the mic, they eventually turned him face.
I'm gonna tell you what always kills them when you put somebody next to the people that's already over. When you move somebody up too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like maybe we put LA Knight in the championship run too fast because we put
Oh,
him in the championship run. We put him in there way too fast. And okay, when we put him in there, we put him in there way too fast, and we knew he wasn't gonna take the title off Roman when he had the opportunity, right? And now that we knew that he's had opportunity after opportunity, he feud with the bloodline. It's like, bro, you're never gonna be the one. You're never gonna be the one. Cody was gonna always be the one. So that right there and there, you knew he was gonna get a loss after loss. And then when you finally put a mid card title on him, you see how that run reigns. The difference with Jay is Jay didn't have a long enough mid card run to where it was like, okay, we can go ahead and put the heavyweight title on him because people love that. With LA Knight, I hate to say this, he got overshadowed by Jacob Fatu so fast. That's
mm-hmm.
what killed him. If
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight was on a Raw with the Intercontinental Championship, we might be thinking different. I honestly feel that. But the fact that LA Knight was on with the US title, and the simple fact that okay, he has the US title, but there's Jacob Fatu over here. There's this person. There's that person. There's this person. So when it's all said and done, hell, there's times where we can even say so, like you always said, Solo should be holding the U.S. title. Hell, now we got Tama Tonga going for it. Now we got Ilias. So there's like a point in time where it's like you putting it on LA Knight. Will it ever really make sense? But all said and done, we're not gonna hold the LA Knight chat up. We have a Randy Orton win. I think we kind of all knew it was going to a multi-man match. So I think the only thing kind of surprising was the Randy Orton win out of it all. I think the biggest thing of the night outside of the Randy Orton win is let's go ahead and go to the box reveal, which I don't think it was the biggest thing, but it's something. We finally get the box reveal tonight, which actually came before the main event. But the box reveal, and I think I kind of figured it out earlier this morning, listening to pro wrestling
Yeah.
on in the car. I watched listening to it on the radio. I ain't got old. I don't listen to really music anymore. I listen to pro wrestling radio. Excuse me. So yes, with that being said, I listened to that this morning, and I kind of found out that Danhausen was gonna be a free agent. He was finally took off the AEW roster. So when Denise Salcedo said that, I kind of figured that it was gonna be Danhausen, which it didn't disappoint me, but it was just like AEW didn't really use him enough for me to really know too much of him. So with that being said, I don't really know how to feel about it, but hey, it's a new WWE signing, another AEW superstar to WWE. So we're gonna start this off with MTG, man. Talk to us what you think about it.
Danhausen, very entertaining guy. I think now that he's in WWE, I don't think he's gonna win a singles champion. He's gonna be more like a comedic, like R-Truth. I can see him and R-Truth doing a lot of segments together, and maybe him and R-Truth might be tag champions. I'm not gonna lie, because I think that would be a perfect comedy duo. Him, R-Truth, and Danhausen, and he's in AEW. He didn't really do a lot of things memorable as far as match wise. But him and Hook, they did well on AEW Rampage because they were the main entertainers on the show. So that's how I really see what they're going to do with Danhausen. I don't think they're really going to push him to be a mid card. They're going to make him a comedic like R-Truth and make him do segments with R-Truth, or hell, even with the comedy wrestlers like Kit Wilson. That's all they're going to do with him, I think. And then I was shocked when the Chicago fans booed him because a lot of AEW and ROH fans are in Chicago, and I think that's where he came from. I think he was in ROH before AEW existed. I was surprised that they booed him, but that's probably just the WWE fans. But yeah, it was kind of maybe he should just start in NXT. Now that I think about it, he probably should start in NXT before he goes to main roster.
You about
Rock
said
with
exactly what I was about to say, MTG. He should be in NXT. I think he's a decent signing, but not as hyped as he shouldn't have been as hyped up for that many weeks. That's why they booed him. They thought it was gonna be a major signing like Chris Jericho or what's his name, John Moxley, or somebody jumping ship, or you know what I mean, somebody huge off the indie scene. You know what I mean, somebody big.
Right.
It's all not Danhausen, and this ain't no offense to the guy. I've been seeing his pictures. I've seen the previous matches.
Yeah.
I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he was wait 3 or 4 weeks to reveal type of big. He should have been in NXT first. He would have got over very, very quick in that small crowd, and then then it would have been a buzz on him coming up to the WWE roster, the main roster. I mean, Danhausen, okay, but I booed too. Boo. Presentation pissed me off. Boo. Should have been somebody else. But not mad at Danhausen, just mad at the presentation. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm mad as Danhausen. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm mad because shit. I'm thinking like, okay, we got the woods, but it's still like I can see the walls, so we breaking down the walls of the wood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking we got Chris Jericho at least, or I'm thinking like they did say that we did hear that Bianca Belair was gonna be in WrestleMania in some sort of capacity. So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna announce Bianca Belair as the host of WrestleMania at least. Like I'm thinking in some way somehow this is gonna be a big announcement. Like I'm like rocking away when you hear Danhausen. It's like I hate to say this, no disrespect on none whatsoever, but it's like who the fuck is that? like legitimately, if you start him off if you start him off in NXT, he has a legitimate chance. Like he has a chance because if you start him off in NXT, he has that little crowd. He can get over very fast with them in that comedic crowd, and then not only that, you can legitimately, like you said, he might not even need to go to the main roster. He can go be NXT's run. You know what I'm saying? Our truth. But putting him on the main roster immediately, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to be legitimately nobody. Reality in his particular gimmick, he should be getting squashed by everybody. So it's just like I really hate to say this. It's like, what are you going to do with him? It makes sense for him to go to NXT and work with the newer people, work his way up, and then come to the newer crowd. You could have brought him on NXT. Release the box on Vengeance Day because Vengeance Day is on March 7th for NXT, or you could have released it on Stand and Deliver, and that would have been just as big as a pop. You know what I'm saying? But to bring him out in Chicago, out of all places, and think that he's finna get a pop, where I'm sorry, here is the real legitimate thing. I keep telling people, I have figured it out. The same people that watch WWE are not the same people that watch AEW. Well, that's a difference. There's a difference between wrestling fans. There's a difference between wrestling fans and WWE fans. Strictly, when you see fans at a AEW show, and go ahead, FCG.
Even some TNA fans, even some WWE fans don't even watch TNA or New Japan or AAA. Like,
because that's just what it is. Like, wrestling fans are wrestling fans. Yeah, it's legitimately that. Wrestling fans are wrestling fans. WWE fans are WWE fans. With all due respect, WWE fans only watch WWE. So wrestling fans are the ones that watch the WWE, AEW, TNA. Those are the ones that's going to pop for Danhausen because they know where he's coming from. Your legitimate WWE fans don't know shit about Danhausen. And I'm sorry, when you go to a PLE or anywhere else that are not trying to be funny, anywhere in the WWE crowd, there's going to always be 70% only WWE fans. There's not going to be just a big thing of just genuinely wrestling fans. There's going to be only WWE fans and they only know about WWE. So they can't tell you shit outside of WWE. They can tell you everything about WWE, but they can't tell you shit outside WWE. So we're doing what all this.
I believe that's one of the reasons why they're showing clips of the Royce Keys interview, because not a lot of people knew exactly who he was. So they're trying to get the crowd to be looking forward to him coming You know what I mean? Because they don't
Yeah,
know.
but if
It's
we
the
talk about that, if we talk about
it's
that
the same
interview,
with Jordan Grace.
yep. Because here's the thing, I noticed what they
Jordan
did.
Grace, like nobody knows.
Jordan Grace is from Texas. She's from Dallas. She,
Uh-huh.
she is like she's from
Yeah,
Dallas. She,
she's from Dallas.
she's an Austin girl. But for her to be in Dallas and wrestle Jade Cargill for the women's WWE title that night, you would think the pop for Jordan Grace would be crazy. But the reason the pop is not there is because once again, there's 70-80% WWE fans
70%.
and
Yep.
there's only 20% wrestling fans. So they are the only ones that know Jordan Grace from TNA.
Yep.
They are the only ones that know who Jordan Grace originally is. So they're going to pop for her. The normal WWE fans is like, okay, this is only like our second, third time seeing her. What are we supposed to expect? Why is this match so big to us? Oh, well, this is why. Because we have this right here.
Yep. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
100%.
I 100% agree, bro. It's just something they gotta start getting used to. You know what I mean? Start learning different.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hate to cut you off. I'm watching AAA, right? And I'm watching the Fatal 4-Way matches. I watch AAA every Saturday night. I can't lie. And Omos is terrible. He's having a Fatal 4-Way, right? With with Kaiser and two other people. But Omos is in this match, fucking this match up, y'all. He botching everything.
Well, you funny as hell.
I'm talking about clothesline. He missed the whole clothesline, fam. Missed the whole clothesline. Fam just bumped. Went under his arm. Missed the whole clothesline. Then Omos proceeds to go over the rope and don't even make it all the way over the rope. So he gets stuck on top. So his legs just dangling. So I'm just like, bro. When we ask why Omos not,
it's funny because
no wrestling is
now
just
I
like
can see
basketball,
why they gave
man.
up on him. He got his ass kicked by.
I was gonna say wrestling and
I see
basketball.
why they gave up on him. He lost that WrestleMania.
Go ahead, go.
Oh, who wants to go? You go first. You go. Okay, I can see why now they gave up on him. He got his ass kicked at WrestleMania by Bobby Lashley, and then he got his ass whooped next year by Brock Lesnar. He lost to Braun Strowman, and he lost to freaking Seth Rollins.
But look though.
That's funny.
No, look though. Brock and Seth had great matches with him, and they praised Omos. And you know why he was looking so good then? Because he kept having repetition. He was wrestling over and over and over and over. Now, the man might wrestle once every 3 months. It's just like any other sport. You ain't playing. You ain't played basketball 4-5 months. Go out there and think you're gonna play a whole 48 minutes. You want to? You're gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get out there. You're gonna be trash. You're like, man, I just said it.
Pretty good too.
Yeah, for sure. Because he had repetition, and then they took him off TV, had him wrestling Tozawa for 6 months straight, and doing nothing else. And then they took him off, and then he went over there to Japan, got super over, and then they brought him back for no reason to not use him again. Like he ain't been wrestling.
And he wrestled Johnny Gargano on Raw one time, and he got beat.
He ain't. That's what I'm saying. He ain't been wrestling. You know what I mean? He showed you that he can be there for a long time. He gave me Big Show vibes, but not as athletic. You know what I mean? Big Show is way more athletic than Omos is. But he give me that type of vibe of, I can adjust my style and, take some losses and but still be a big guy. You know what I mean?
Two things.
Go ahead.
Omos is bigger than Big Show.
Yeah,
so that's one.
Yeah,
and two, the problem is we had with Omos, he should have been winning some of these feuds. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
He should have been winning some of these feuds, bro.
He should have. I feel like he should have beat Bobby Lashley. No, not Bobby Lashley. I feel that he should have beat Brock Lesnar at that WrestleMania. He should have beaten Brock Lesnar.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. I'm gonna tell you why he didn't lose to Brock. Because me and Rock really had a long conversation the other day. Brock has a terrible WrestleMania record.
Yeah, he's like 500, like 6-6. For Brock Lesnar,
Let's
that's
see.
not
The
good.
first WrestleMania, he beat Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Lost to Goldberg.
we counted.
Took time off.
No, sir, bro. We already done counted and did the math. He is 6-6 at WrestleMania.
6 for sure.
He lost to
100%.
Triple H. He lost to Triple H, Seth Rollins. He beat Dean Ambrose.
He lost to
He beat
Goldberg one
Goldberg.
time, and then he lost to
After
Goldberg.
No, at WrestleMania. Well, he did lose. Well, I did say Goldberg. That was the first one.
No, he lost. He lost to Goldberg. He lost to Seth Rollins twice because the triple threat match. So he lost to Seth Rollins twice.
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg, Seth Rollins twice. We have Kurt Angle.
He won against
Triple H.
He won against Kurt Angle. Lost to Goldberg.
He lost against Kurt Angle that one year at WrestleMania. He lost to Kurt Angle also.
That's
No, he
6
didn't.
right there.
Remember WrestleMania 19?
Yeah, he lost to Kurt Angle. Yeah, he lost to Kurt Angle. Well, no, he beat Kurt Angle. He beat Kurt Angle.
He beat Kurt Angle. For the
Who else? So he lost. You're right. So he has 2 losses against Seth. He has 1 against Goldberg. He has 1 against
Kurt Angle.
Triple H.
Lost to Goldberg.
Triple H.
WrestleMania 20. Lost to Triple H. He beat Roman Reigns at No, he didn't. He lost to Seth because that's when Seth cashed in that Money in the Bank.
Lost to Seth again.
Beat Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Lost to Seth again.
He beat Roman at WrestleMania. He beat Roman at WrestleMania 34. 35 lost to Seth twice. Seth Rollins twice. 35 and 31.
Then he lost to Triple H.
And 36, he lost to Drew McIntyre.
Then he lost to Roman again at 30. He lost to Roman at 38.
Yeah.
That's the one that I was at. Yeah.
Yep, he lost to Roman at 38.
And then he beat Omos at 39. That's 66.
Yeah. That's why I said he has a terrible WrestleMania record.
Oh, I forgot. He lost to Drew McIntyre, WrestleMania 37. Then
So that being said, he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I'm 50-50 on that.
It just, I don't know. I just don't think if you don't have anybody wrestling, they're gonna suck when you come back. You haven't been using Omos. You could have kept him over there in Japan where he was super over. They were treating him like a god over there. They were treating him like Jesus over there. That little time he was over there, they treated him so good. And I don't get why y'all brought him back to do nothing with him. You're not gonna do nothing with him. Keep him over there. PR. You know what I mean? It helps with everything. It don't hurt nothing. But bringing him back and not using him, now you got that shit going on right now.
You don't think that the reason why he botches because he's trying to be a little extra careful in the ring because he's so big and tall and strong. Like he doesn't want to do too. He's trying not to overdo a move or whatever because he's so tall and strong. Like you think he's just trying to keep it safe? Like he's trying to be cautious.
I kind of agree. No, I kind of agree with Rock. I think he don't get enough repetition.
Oh, okay.
That's just like us when we wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If we go out there and wrestle, now we just naturally know how to wrestle and adjust to it. But let's say we had a high flying style or a super powerful style,
or let's just say we was big like him.
Yeah, or big like him. If you don't keep on wrestling, you're gonna suck. If we get out there, I'll get out there right now and have a decent match, but I won't use none of my flying off the rope type of moves. I might do one of them for a little razzle dazzle, but as far as doing several of them, that wouldn't happen for sure. I ain't had a match in like 6 months. You got to ease back into it. You know what I mean? If you don't, hey, all right, Bigfoot ass, Omos ass, motherfucker. They're gonna look at you. They're gonna like, this nigga suck. They're gonna point and laugh.
I mean, that's real. So okay, with that being said, we said the LA Knight movement is over. Before we end this big show, who
Mhm.
wins? Who is Brock Lesnar opponent at WrestleMania then?
LA Knight. Did they have
I don't
him?
know, bro.
Did they have
If
him?
we,
They had that man go against Omos one year. He going against LA Knight.
but the problem is, I don't see LA Knight beating Brock Lesnar, bro.
He's not gonna beat him, but he gonna face him.
No, he's not.
But
Gonna
if we, but if we have LA Knight lose to Brock Lesnar, what was the whole point of that match? Just to say LA Knight's in Mania?
Yes.
Get him another match.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
No, he gonna be a Mania because he's endorsed by Slim Jim. Them endorsement niggas getting matches. Rey Mysterio might come out and get a match. The New Day might have a match. You know what they gonna do with them endorsements?
You know, I've been saying that for a long time.
He's gonna have a match. He's a Slim Jim. He's in front. Him and Bianca Belair are in front of Slim Jim. Bianca hurt, so she ain't having no match. He's gonna have a match.
I do think LA Knight has a match, but I think it's just a one-on-one match, or I think it's for the U.S. title. I think if he has a match against Brock, you're just getting your ass John Cena into you getting suplex, F5, and we up out of here. I don't think it's realistically. Don't get me wrong, LA Knight, you're a good size man, so you know what I'm saying. I can see you having a little fight back, but how much realistically fight back do we have? Like when we see this size up with you and Brock, I see another Mick Carter going against Brock. So I see us having to pay Brock a shit ton of money just to put up with a Mick Carter. And then if Brock is finna lose or Brock is winning, if it's just gonna be a quick match, I see Brock and LA Knight opening up WrestleMania. I'm gonna kick his ass and we up out of here.
I don't want him to open it up if he's gonna.
Bro, think about it, bro. They did the same shit with think about it. The only reason he didn't open up night 2. No, he did open up night 2 in LA. It was him and Omos that opened up night 2. You know, Brock Lesnar's not Mick Carter and shit. It's either ending or opening.
Yeah, for sure. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
So you tell me which one you rather see open night 2 at WrestleMania or night 1. Brock Lesnar versus LA Knight or Brock Lesnar versus Come on now.
I'd rather see
We already fucking up our ticket sales. And we already got US title openings. Why not just have LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and Ilya?
They should, but they are not.
It really doesn't matter who you put on the card. They're not going to sell out because it doesn't even matter who you put on the card. It's because maybe it's so damn expensive. Like it's not going to sell out.
They're not caring about
no matter who's on the card.
They're not caring.
Okay, let's talk about one more thing before we out of here tonight. We're gonna just go ahead and just talk about the bird in the room before we just get up out of here. Fuck it, let's just talk about it. Well, let's just talk about the big. You know what I'm saying? You stupid, right? Let's just talk about the big elephant in the room: the WrestleMania ticket prices, and the fact that y'all have shut down watch parties. WWE. We've been fans for a long time. We love y'all.
TKO.
I'm sorry, you're right. TKO.
Nope. Both of them.
Both.
You know why?
Thank you.
You know why? If we had better writers better stories, and more stars, something like this wouldn't have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a domino effect. TKO trying to do damage control for the bad writing, and the bad writing trying to make up for the high ass ticket prices. They're colliding with each other in the wrong ways.
That is 100% true. You want to know why? Because here's the problem. We have bad writing, and here's where TKO comes in. Oh well, now we can just have a big superstar. Hint: Roman Reigns off for several months. He wins the Royal Rumbles. Hint: like I said today, we need Rhea Ripley in WrestleMania. She wins the Elimination Chamber. That's what's going to sell tickets.
Hint. LA Knight is gonna get a match. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Hint.
Wouldn't be surprised. That is just little things like this. We're trying to sell tickets now. We at this point, TKO, we don't give a fuck about your storylines. Your storylines is not selling shit. So what we're finna do is just put together a super star-studded WrestleMania. Is in you're just gonna get these matches this year.
Well, I wouldn't really blame WWE because think about
Why
it.
not?
TKO
They
owns
writing is terrible.
majority of the
Their writing is
percentage.
terrible though. Their writing is terrible though. Why not?
No, I'm saying I don't think you should really blame WWE. I'm like for those ticket price. I'm talking about the ticket prices, not the storylines and stuff. I'm saying the ticket prices. That's more of TKO because I mean you got to think about it. TKO owns
I
majority
will agree with you
of the
there. I
WWE.
will agree with you there. MTG, but here's why WWE plays a part, and I agree with Rock because if you were selling shit, if your writing was fire like it was in WrestleMania 40, it wouldn't give a fuck how much them ticket prices was. People still gonna run their ass there. Do you not know? Regardless, if we were still right, because here's the thing. Why do you think people still rent? Okay, you're talking about people have been at the last two WrestleManias. Philadelphia was hot as ever. Last year, those ticket prices were still, last year in Las Vegas, those ticket prices was high as shit. And it was still hot as ever because WWE was still hot at that time. When WWE ratings start going downhill, then we start hearing complaints about the ticket prices because now it's like we're paying to see bullshit.
And think about it, MTG. We were there in Philly.
But at the same
It was
time,
cold as fuck. To where the announcers kept saying how cold it was, and
they literally said they're not going back up north for another WrestleMania because the Pacific region of Philly. They will not go back up north.
And we tried to get nosebleeds tickets. MTG, them bitches was $700. The tickets.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. It's just that the reason why I think it costs very much is as well in Las Vegas because Las Vegas is more money making city, like is a high market place to make money. And TK, because with the UFC and boxing being there all the time, and
I agree with you 100%.
They feel like they would make more money there because in Las Vegas, you make more. They make more money there than they did in Philly.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, but here's the thing, MTG, here, and I agree 100% with everything you're saying. But here's my thing. Like I said, like me and Rock said, we were at the last two. Ticket prices for the nosebleeds weren't different. People don't understand. Philly tickets were about the same prices that last year tickets were. When people complain about, WrestleMania tickets are high, bro. Philly tickets were high too, bro. Philly tickets were high. Like to be honest, the last time WrestleMania ticket prices were at. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro. The last time ticket prices were affordable for WrestleMania was WrestleMania 39 because both MTG and Wrestling Bullshit went there for like $60. That was the last time it was affordable.
No,
we
were all at. It wasn't me.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Wrestling Bullshit. I'm sorry. Wrestling Bullshit and Famous B. I'm sorry.
I was at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you were at 38. But you see what I'm saying? At WrestleMania 40, you were talking about people that were standing in the cold. We were going to go to night one. I'm talking about nosebleed tickets that were sold out, and the only ones they had were separated. We couldn't sit at a group because they were separated, and the lowest they were going was $750. That is literally how high tickets were. So tickets prices have been that high since WrestleMania 40. That's how high it has been. So that's what I'm saying. The difference is it plays hands. I'm sorry, right? It just plays hands in hand. If the writing was fire, we wouldn't be complaining about it because the same thing is the writing was fire and we weren't complaining about last year. People ran their ass to see Cody Rhodes finish his story. People ran their ass up to Vegas and pay. I'm gonna tell you how big of a difference it was. The first year we went to World WrestleMania, it was $30. Last year it was $75.
So you're telling me that the same prices in Philly were the same prices in Las Vegas?
Bro, I'm telling you that, bro. You're talking, bro. We were at both WrestleManias, family. I'm telling you,
that $750 was a markdown price because those were the tickets that they were going to resell. They were just trying to get rid of. Those were the resale prices, not the original price. The original price was higher than that. They were busting heads from them tickets in Philly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Literally,
for Vegas. Like you said, TKO did raise those prices, but the writing was so good that people were still paying for that. Now the writing is so bad, we can't ignore this.
You want us to pay this much to watch this bullshit? Like that's just what it comes down to. That's why I said we have been at the last
Well,
two WrestleMania. We literally went to NXT Stand and Deliver and walked over to go buy our WrestleMania tickets with everybody else, and sit there and watch it. We had people standing on the side. The lowest people, the people were trying to sell like little tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like the boosters. They were trying to sell their tickets for like 450. But if you went straight to the actual box office and got your tickets, there were none lower than 750.
For sure.
and like here's the sad part. Now that you're telling me this, 38 will probably be the first and last time I'll ever go to WrestleMania because I can't afford those tickets in the future. It sucks.
Bro,
I wanted to go to WrestleMania.
it really does, bro. It really, really does, bro. But that is the thing. Like that's what we are here at now.
Like
It's unfortunate.
like you said, TG, like we all keep saying that writing sucks, and then TKO too. TKO is money hungry and is money grabbing, like you said, and it doesn't make no sense for them to do that because, like, you know what I thought? Y'all can shoot me all you want, be mad all you want. Listen here, I wanted Vince to be in that goddamn box. I said it. I wanted
It
Vince.
is.
Right. I agree with you.
I mean,
100%.
I mean, hey, it is what it is, bro. It
Damn
really
right.
is what it is. Because let's just be honest, Vince, coach
agree
Jonathan
with you.
Coachman came out on his podcast. You know, Theodore Long also came out and said if Vince McMahon was here personally, this wouldn't have happened. Like he made shit affordable for families. He thought about the families first, not the networks, the
Fuck
families.
yeah.
And he knew how to get the most money that he could while still being affordable. Like he used other branches. I guarantee he still would have got the Netflix deal. If not Netflix, he'd got a live thing going with Tubi or
I'm gonna be honest with you. Vince McMahon is so real. The kind of money they made in WrestleMania 40, Vince McMahon would have just upped the deal with Peacock. I really don't think we would have left Peacock. I really don't. I think we would have really been still at
I
Peacock.
agree with you 100%.
They should never left Peacock.
Because I kind of miss WWE not being on Peacock.
Okay, that was another thing. That's my last thing I was gonna mention. I watched WWE tonight on ESPN. I really did. I just really peeped it. It just don't feel the same. I need it back on Peacock. WWE, the PLEs on Peacock are not the PLEs on ESPN. It just don't feel the same. But you know what I'm saying? That's another let's say here our list. But with that being said, man, it was a great night.
I'm hearing this.
Talk to me.
I do want to say this as well. I'm hearing rumors that he's using a Saudi investment to buy the company back.
I heard that too.
I mean, look.
Do you guys think it's gonna happen?
I'm gonna be honest. We gonna have to really wait and see, because if TKO feel like they're not getting their money's worth within the next year, I do feel like they will sell WWE. But it all just depends. We really, really gotta see. I think the problem.
What we really gotta hope for, man, is that if Vince does use one of them sided groups, they still let him run, and he just bring a couple of PLEs over there. If Vince isn't the one that used the sided group, and the sided group buys them outright, there's gonna be so many PLEs in Saudi Arabia, ain't gonna make no damn sense.
Not only that, when they talked about it, they took
the company. He could have just left it to Shane, Stephanie, and Triple H. He could have just left it to them. He didn't.
My thing is, the problem is, I think TKO is gonna have a good year, and I say that because everybody's gonna be happy at the beginning. After WrestleMania, I feel like everybody's gonna be happy. That's my only problem, and I say this because I do feel like Roman is going to beat CM Punk, so I do feel like Roman is going to be your world heavyweight champion. So I feel like that's where Netflix is going to be happy. Right now, SmackDown is cooking on all cylinders with what they got going on, so USA is happy with the 3 hours that they have going on, because SmackDown right now is technically better than Raw. So if Roman does beat CM Punk, now you have Raw cooking on all cylinders back along with SmackDown, and it's kind of one of them. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those things where, in all ways, shape, form, or fashion, where we are bitching now, in 2 or 3 months, we might not be saying the same, just not even because of the writing, just because of how things are forming out. Sometimes things can form out and we can be okay with it. without even the writing even doing too much. You see what I'm saying? So I do think with one of those situations, like we've been saying, Rock, I do feel like a Roman will beat CM Punk because Netflix want him to be champion. So if that does happen, Netflix is happy. Boom, Netflix takes care of the Netflix problem. USA is already happy because what SmackDown is doing with their 3 hours. And then Cody Rhodes probably won't be your champion.
Yeah.
He'll just be having feuds. So that takes care of that problem. So you have all these little things taking care of problems to where I do feel like hell, and you are building new superstars in a way. So I do feel like in that way, if you look at it in 3 months or 6 months, WWE might actually still be in a good, and might be in a better position than what they are right now. They might not be still selling as high as tickets still, so we might still be complaining about ticket sales. But so far, much as the product as alone itself, it might not be in a bad place.
I see.
Now, with that being
said, one thing I will say is that Drew's retaining at WrestleMania. That's another subject. We'll talk about that some other time.
I do too, and yeah, we will talk about that another time. And with that being said, man, I do appreciate everybody coming to kick it with the game tonight for our new show. You know what I'm saying, for the our Elimination Chamber post show. And like I said, man, we had the game tonight. FTW Rocket MTG in the building with us. And man, just be on the lookout for us, because as y'all know, y'all can follow us on Instagram. That is our main page that we post on every day. We go live now we have new days, 4 days a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Those are our new days. And then we have our YouTube page. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube, and hit the bell button, and you'll know anything we post anytime we go live. And last but not least, we also have the new Twitter page. All you got to do is type in Family Time Wrestling on X, not Twitter, I'm sorry, on X, and you will see our new page. And then we post basically the same kind of content we do on Instagram. We'll be going on our X page now, but we now have an X page, and we'll be going live on there very soon. And with that being said, man, all you got to do is give us a follow or subscribe, and like I said, a follow on the other page. And if you're on the Facebook, all you got to do is keep tapping in with the game, man, on the Luther Diamond page. And with that being said, man, it's your boy FTW Rock, it's your boy MTG, it's your boy Luther Diamond. We here with the game, man, and we are out. Thank you for joining the Elimination Chamber post show.
Hell yeah, on Nipsey, cuz.
Lord.
On Nipsey, we in here.
Man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I'll come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind of shit. All that shit going for a different price, though. I bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors. This shit smoke, it's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Baby, these ranks, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.